Hi, my name's Jared and I've added 45 pounds in 5 years while staying lean. In this video, I'm going to go over 10 ways that you can build long-lasting habits so that you stay consistent to your diet and training routine. In no particular order, number one, it has to be enjoyable. Forcing yourself to go to the gym and do a miserable workout and then eat a miserable diet is a very quick way to burn yourself out. I'd recommend experimenting with what diets and exercise regimes that you actually enjoy, whether it be CrossFit, strength training, HIIT workouts, group fitness, whatever you enjoy and gets you to the gym. That's going to be the most important aspect of your training routine. For your diet, the same thing applies. Experiment with different things and see what fits your life, your schedule, and what you enjoy. It can be fasting, keto, paleo, carnivore. It really doesn't matter. The goal is to find something that you enjoy and can do for the rest of your life, not just 6 months at a time. Number two is start small when building new habits. Habits take an average of 66 days to become automatic, not the commonly touted 21. What this means is you should start small and build the habit before you build up. However, most people do the opposite of it. They start strong and hard with their workouts or their diets, and this can lead to a lot of soreness in their bodies or just burning out on their diet within the first couple weeks. When you start small, you're allowing yourself to build this new habit with very little effort, pain, and willpower. If I wanted to start running and I wanted to give myself the best chance of success, I would start running half a mile 3 times a week. The next week, I would go up to 3/4 of a mile, and then 1 mile. And the next thing you know, you're running 3 miles every other day. And you're able to do this automatically because you started small and you built up from there. Do not underestimate the art of compounding. Number three is called habit stacking. This is a practice popularized by James Clear and is where you take one of your habits and add on to it with another habit. What this looks like is if you have a new medication that you need to take and you don't want to forget to take it, you can stack it onto a habit you already have, like brushing your teeth. So at night, after you brush your teeth, you have your medication right next to your toothbrush, so then you take the medication as well. An example for adding exercise into your routine painlessly is in the morning, if you make coffee, while it's brewing, throw your running shoes on and go outside and go for a walk or a short jog. I'm talking 5 or 10 minutes, and come back inside, have your coffee, take a shower, and then go off to work. This also employs the second principle that we talked about previously about starting small. So far, we've talked about starting small and habit stacking, but the best way to stay consistent is to just start. Just put your shoes on, go outside, and start your run. If it is that terrible and awful, go back home. The same thing for the gym. If you really don't want to work out, drive to the gym, and if you get there and you still don't want to be there, just go home. I think what you'll find is when you start these runs and you're in the doors of the gym that you're already there, so you might as well continue. The point of this is to get past those lazy, unmotivated objections and to just give yourself that little bit of momentum that you need on those days where it's a lot harder and you don't feel like it. And you're just going to absolutely explode your chances of success and staying consistent. Number five is to keep it interesting. I, like many other people, get bored with my diet or workout, and it kills my motivation to force myself to continue doing it. There's a pretty simple fix to it, and that's just to hop on a new diet or a new training routine that you enjoy more. Sustainability is king in this game, and if you're not enjoying something, then just change it. Let's say you're training for a half marathon or a marathon. You could switch to training for a 5K. Long term, this will make you faster, and short term, it's going to give you a little boost because your runs will be faster, your long runs won't be as long, and so it won't be as monotonous. Basically, just keep it fun so that you continue to do it. Number six is to set goals or milestones, short and long term. This is one of the best ways to motivate yourself and is the why behind your workouts and your motivation. Setting realistic goals for yourself will keep you going for years. I myself have short-term goals, long-term goals, and lifetime goals. And the short-term goals help a lot to break down these big mountains that you want to accomplish sometime in your life. It needs to be the right goal that is the appropriate amount of challenge and difficulty. Your goals don't have to be outrageous. It could be lose 5 or 10 pounds. Then it can shift to lose 30 pounds and then gain 15 pounds of muscle. If you want to get back to your high school weight, cut out sugars and processed foods, eat out only once per week, cook dinner 6 times per week. Level 1 could be running a mile without stopping, upgrade it into running a 5K, and then running a 7-minute mile. These different milestones that you can hit along the way that will get you to the very pinnacle of what you want to achieve is how we stay motivated for the long term. If I started out my journey looking up at the mountain of my goals that would take 10 years to achieve, why would I even start? So break it down into chunks so you can hit goals and see progress to motivate you along the way. Track your progress. You should be taking progress photos before you start, a month in, 2 months in, and consistently enough to where that you can look back and see progress. Personally, I've taken a few posing videos around the same time each year of my fitness journey. I have progress photos of when I started, and it is very nice to reflect on to see how far I've come. You can use a fitness tracker to track your miles over time, or a workout app to see your weight increases over the long term. And it's just very motivating to see. And this can be used as a way to get that motivation on those days where you're a little bit lower energy, you're a little bit tired. You can just look at your progress over time and just cue in to that motivation and that energy that you're missing. Number 8 is to delay your cravings. We all have cravings for salt, sugar, unhealthy items that we would love to just consume 24/7. And there are 2 ways to delay your cravings. Either set a timer, or you can shift your tasty macros to the end of the day. What setting a timer looks like is if you have a craving or a hankering for something that might mess up your diet, set a timer for 10 minutes. Drink a glass of water, and by the end of that 10 minutes, see if you still want that thing. If you no longer crave it, don't eat it. If you still really want it, eat it. What this does, it breaks the cycle of impulsively eating whatever is on your mind or whatever you crave. This gives you back control. The second technique is to delay your macros to the end of the day. So what this would look like is at the start of the day when I don't have all these cravings for sweets or fats or salty snacks, I would eat my boring foods that I need to fill up throughout the day. So like my protein, or my complex carbs. So things that I don't really crave but are the best for me and in my diet and are going to drive my progress, I'm going to eat in the times where I'm not really craving anything else. So in the morning, eat the boring, less tasty foods. And then at night, you have this surplus that you can just gorge yourself on, whether it be ice cream or pastries or whatever you want. Nobody said that your diet has to suck. You can build this into your routine. You can be hungry all day just so you can have that little bit of ice cream at the end of the day. And this is going to drive consistency and sustainability. Number 9 is a little bit similar to number 4 of just starting, but I thought that this idea was so important that it needed its own discussion. And that is, do it once even though you don't feel like it and see what happens. When you don't want to do something like going for that run, or drinking a protein shake late at night after you're already in bed, or taking an ice bath, do it once, and if it was so awful that you never want to do it again, then don't do it again. What this allows you to do is to bring a mindful approach to what you're actually doing and kind of, again, killing that lazy, unmotivated voice. It's giving you evidence that this one thing didn't kill you and it wasn't bad for you, so just do it and get it over with. Remember this, it doesn't actually matter how you feel. It matters what you do. If you're tired, do it tired. If you're sore, do it sore. Don't let your feelings dictate your actions. This is what it means to be consistent. Number 10 is to prepare the night before. Now, this is a very powerful technique because it allows you to plan and already build that momentum the night prior. Just put everything by the door, your socks, shoes, workout clothes. So all you have to do is wake up, put it all on, and hit the road. And you can make it even easier by stacking this habit on top of getting ready for bed the night prior. Don't underestimate this technique. It could just change your life. Well, that was 10 different tips for staying consistent in the gym and has led to my progress over the last 5 years. I hope you get something out of this, and if you did, please subscribe. I will continue trying to provide value. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.